the place where Jana comes every week to meet this wonderful new British family that she found here. Robert, tell me a little bit more about the building itself.
Well, we are actually sitting in part of the building of Cradley Heath Baptist Church, which was originally founded in December 1833. The first building of this complex was built in 1834, extended in 1850, and we are now in the part of the building that was built in 1904, and on the front of the building there are some foundation stones, 4 of them, which bear the date the 29th of February 1904. Now, it's not often that you find a building with the leap year date on it, but this particular building has that, and it's just one of the interesting curiosities of it. We'll perhaps include in the video 1 or 2 other shots of the building just to set the context. And Cradley Heath Baptist Church, amongst other things historically, is noted for having had as one of its ministers the first known black Jamaican minister in Britain, a man called George Cousins, who was born on a plantation in Jamaica in 1805, and he served first as a primitive Methodist minister, then as a Baptist minister, and he came here first in 1837, and he is the first known black Afro-Caribbean church minister in Britain. So that's one of the little snippets of history that relates to this building and this particular church community.
That's very interesting. How long ago was when you met Jana and her family? Was it just a few months?
Just a few months ago.
Just a few months.
They came to us first in August, about 4 or 5 months ago. And when I first saw them, I thought, I like these people, I hope they stay with us. And my prayers have been answered because they have been coming here regularly just about ever since. And the whole family are a really welcome addition to our congregation here. And I think everybody in the congregation likes them and says what a wonderful family they are and what a blessing it is for them to be with us. It's a blessing to us to have them.
Yes.
So,
were you aware of any difficulties with the experience when you first came into this country?
well, the main, as it were, difficulty that I've been aware of has been to do with the language. And of course it takes time to settle and to learn a new language. And from what I hear, the girls are doing quite well at that. Jana has been doing some English lessons in various places, and her English language skills are coming on very well. She asked if she could sign up to be one of my Facebook friends, which we've done, and that helps us to keep in touch. But I do find the Cyrillic alphabet a little bit difficult to cope with. I can read some of it. I'm improving on that. And I know, for example, that what looks like a letter H is actually an N sound, and what looks like a backward letter N is actually an E sound. Yes. So I know a few little bits and pieces of the Cyrillic alphabet, but probably gives a little taste of how I find the other language difficult. Yeah. And Jana's doing very well in terms of learning English. And one of the signs that she is doing very well in English is that in some of the prayer times here, when we have an informal prayer time and anyone can pray, Jana feels confident enough now that she can pray in English, and that is a sign that she is getting to grips with the language and has that confidence. And so I think being part of the church family here, the wider church family, helps in that we say that, you know, she is welcome, she is loved, and it doesn't matter if she doesn't get everything right in English. It's more important just to speak in English than it is to get things right.
Yes. What value does she add to the community here? She's found such comfort coming here.
Well, basically the whole family have been a breath of fresh air and real encouragement to us here. And for example, for ages we haven't had any children to have a Sunday school here, and the closest thing we've got to that is the parents and toddlers group on Friday morning, and Jana has chipped in and helped with that and encouraged the people that run that, and it's a great encouragement again having somebody else chipping in and helping out with that, and especially a younger person. And really the whole family, it's not just Jana, it's the whole family, and coming here as a family is really good for us, and that's the thing that we most appreciate. So while you're talking about what Jana's been doing, Svetomir has been a big encouragement to me just by him being here and with us, and that is another side to it. Yeah, it's not just Jana, it's the whole family, and the whole family coming here. The way that Jana has got involved with us here in whatever way she can, yeah, it's just so much of an encouragement, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, so you would welcome any other families as well to come to the church, and I came here for the first time and I felt so welcomed.
Yes.
I'm taken by this, I didn't know I would feel this way.
Yeah, I'm basically, yeah, it doesn't matter where people come from, but what does matter in terms of getting involved with the church is that they just feel comfortable in a Baptist church context, and that, you know, it is a church, it's not a social club, although the church family does welcome people and there is the social side to it. But anybody that comes in and is looking for a church context in which to join with us, yeah, is very welcome on the Sunday and so on. Now, what can be extended is if there were enough of the right sort of people wanting, let's say, to hire the room at the back during the week for some sort of other meeting, and in the context of you folks coming from Bulgaria, supposing you wanted to set up a regular meeting place where you could help each other out with getting used to living here in the Black Country, getting used to the English language, and where you could talk through some of the language learning things and possibly have somebody in to do an English language course, things like that. Then we could look at the options for hiring a room during the week, and there's the kitchen where you can make tea and coffee. It's not fully equipped for meals, but fine for tea and coffee and biscuits and so on. And it would provide a context in which a group of you could come and spend time together, encourage each other, and help each other with the language, help each other with things like what number bus do I get to go to so-and-so, things like that. Yeah, that is one of the options that we could, we welcome during the week and extend, as it were, the range of contacts. And it wouldn't be like coming to the Sunday service, so it wouldn't involve people necessarily having that kind of a commitment to the church. Just as long as people respect the building and don't expect to have a booze up here.
Yeah. And in terms of if we want to ask any questions, if we don't know how to go on about certain things, I feel like we can always ask you and the rest of the people for some advice.
Yes, well, we can give what advice we can. We can't promise to know all the answers. And actually, somebody like you, Victoria, that's been living here for, I think it's about 15 years now, you probably would be a big help to other families coming in to be able to give them the information. And one of the things that would help for you to give that information actually is that you have learned it as somebody coming in from outside, so that you know the questions that somebody needs to ask to get a particular bit of information they really need. And somebody like me that lives around here might not think to ask that particular basic question, because I would assume that you know it.
Yeah.
And you, Victoria, know the basics like that and would be able to say, well, before you do this, you need to know about that.
Yes, yeah, I will think about that.
Yes.
It's a good idea. Яна, като лично с много интерес и постоянно търсеща жена, ти си открила заедно с семейството си тази баптистка църква, която се намира на близко разстояние, където живееш. Кажи ми, моля ти се, добре ли те приеха тук хората или трябваше първо да им покажеш, че си дълбоко вярваща християн?
Да, добре ни приеха, но всъщност не съм трябвала да доказвам на някакво нещо. Просто с времето хората видяха, че говорим на един език, имаме свободата на общуване, имаме приятелското отношение, имаме това, което и те. Всъщност така много бързо хората се разпознават на други, независимо от каква среда са. Дали са на северния полюс или на южния, или където и да било. Всъщност лесно се разпознават.
Разкажи ми, какво се случва тук в църквата? Колко често идваш и с какво им помагаш?
В църквата има 2 служения през седмицата, с които се занимават Джанет ги води. Едното е в сряда, казва се хляб или супа и слово, т.е. има проповед от 11 години и след това има обяд. Той е с възрастни хора и тук да слушаме проповедта и да помогнем в сервирането, оценяването и след това почистването на залата. В петък имат майки с малки деца. Това също много ми харесва това служение. Майките... В петък има майки с малки деца, от 10 до 12 всеки петък. Идват майки с малки деца. Имаме много играчки от неделното училище, което в момента всъщност не функционира в църквата. Но тези играчки се разпределят в стаята на различни места, децата играят, заболяват се. Всеки път се сменят играчките, или често се сменят. Децата са до 3 годишна възраст, много приятно усещане и за мен и за другите жени, които идват тук да помагат в това служение, защото всъщност нашите деца са вече големи, а пък тези майки са изморени от своите малки деца и всъщност ние отиваме и прегръщаме, нали, се радваме на тяхните деца, общуваме с тях. Малко като ги отменяме, нали, тях. Да, чай и кафе задължително, има обяд с малко плотно и малко плодове и чайче. Като когато се събираме около масата да седнем да се хранят децата, се пее една песничка, молитва. И те, нали, съвсем мънички, просто майките ги научават да благодарят за храната преди ядене. Много ми харесва това, че нали, повечето от жените са възрастни, но са страшно удовлетворени и те са млади духом. Жизнени, енергични и просто виждаш радостта от живота е заразна. И всъщност уморените майки идват тук да възстановят и себе си малко, да заредат батериите, нали, когато виждат едни възрастни, които просто се наслаждават на живота с пълна душа. И тук всъщност помагаме в почистването на залата, след това пак в общуването, в играта, има игри, някои занимания, с някои дечица редиме купчета, на други четеме приказки. Различно.
И разговори с майките.
С майките общуваме, говорим с нещата.
Да. Ние така се запознахме, в смисъл, ти срещна моята приятелка, която идва на тази група.
Да.
Нали, тя ти каза, че има приятелка, която българка.
Да, точно така. Първите индикации
за
съществуването на твоите бяха отправени.
Също идвате и в неделя, за времето на богослужение, което аз дойдох днеска и много добре се почувствам. Вие всъщност и в България сте си ходили на църква.
Пчелата ме да смучи от красивите цветя, кончетата тичат волно и зелените поля. Слънчицето да изгрява и залязва след това. Всичко ти направи, Боже, всичко ти си наредил. Птичката да литне може, щом с крилца си я дарил. Ти направи небесата, светлината и нощта. Теб те хвалят на земята и най-малките неща. Всеки ден ти казвам, Боже, с блага дума на уста. Всеки ден ти казвам, Боже, от сърце благодаря. This Christmas